everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Katie, and today's weekly book review is on A Life So True by Tracie Peterson. So thank you to Bethany House for sending me a copy of this book to read and talk about with you all. This is book 2 in the Minnesota Legacy series, and I am really enjoying this series. This is actually one of the very first series that I've read in a while from Tracie Peterson that really felt connected in between the books, because the first book we're following a couple that show up a lot in this book. So make sure you read these books in order, because you will recognize people from the first book, which I love that so much. I love that she brought back in a couple of people from the first book. I really loved seeing how their story grew and their faith and love grew. It was so beautiful. So in this one, we're following a woman named Evelyn, and she is determined to work at her father's side, who is a physician. Well, she gets very physically ill when operations happen and procedures happen. So she is trying to figure out through almost the entire story on how to tell her father, I unfortunately cannot help you in your line of work. I can't be a nurse. I physically cannot do it. Even though she loves taking care of people and tending to their needs, God shows her a path on how she can use those needs and wants in her life in a different path in what God wants for her life, and gives her the courage to speak the truth, and she can't do it. But I just loved her story. And then we're also following Maxwell, and Maxwell helps manage his father's investments through, is it a sawmill, I think? And it's during one of the financial crises of 1893. So he's very interested in the sawmill businesses where, well, he inadvertently hears a conversation between his father and a couple of his friends who work at other sawmills and stuff, and they're kind of planning some arson. And he's thinking, excuse me, what's going on? So something happens in the storyline, and Max and Evie both fear the worst when a fire happens to start in the city. And it's just an incredible storyline. I love the characters. Tracie Peterson's she's hitting it out of the ballpark the past couple years. I have been loving her stories, even more so than when I was younger. But I just love the story so much. As I said, the characters, the storyline, she just weaves historical and a little bit of intrigue and romance so well, and faith. Faith content in her books is fantastic. I love it. So make sure to check this series out. As I said, start with book 1, which is, there's like a giant list of Tracie Peterson books in the front, so I'm not even sure if I'm going to find it. Oh, there it is. Faithful of Heart. So it's right in the beginning. Faithful of Heart. Start with that one. And then A Life So True. Book 3 is coming out in fall, so I can't wait to find out what's going to happen in that one. So I'll make sure to link this down below in the description box if you want to check it out and purchase a copy if you'd want to. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video.